everybody. Today we're gonna showcase the application that has been built on Matrix 42 platform. From top here we can see all the applications that comes out of the box, including the custom applications that can be built. So we're gonna check out the site management, and as soon as we land on the site management, we can see the visibility we have, what are the assets modules that are on hand. We can sort them out per manufacturer, the cost center, how much each site is actually costing us, what are the statuses of those assets, such as active, inactive, missing, or out of bound, or decommissioned, etc. And if we click on the sites here, we can see all the running sites. Keep in mind, all this information is a demo information. So let's say we have this site, we can see it's active, so there's nothing going on this site. We also have this site, for instance, and we can see the maintenance history of this site. We can see also assigned assets if there's any. So I presume in Westcape here we have assigned multiple assets. What are the antennas, ion batteries, sensors, cables, etc. All this information is out there. Now we can press on edit and we can see more relative information such as the site coordinates, if there's a technician assigned, what was the last job card number, what is the status of this site, so it can be active, not active, waiting for a delivery. We can see the site notes if there's any, and we can save this information. And if the site is active and there's some kind of an issue, we can simply report there's an incident, and this will trigger a certain SLA. Just gonna put some information, and we can click on report an incident, and this will execute a workflow that we can customize fully for specific roles, specific designation, anything related. So as you can see here, there's a workflow has been executed. So if we refresh right now, and here we see a new maintenance record. So if we click on this record, we can see all the information that we have set, all the information about the site itself. And here we can agree for a change from an admin perspective. So if I'm gonna just click agree change, it will automatically set a template. For now we did this template, and within this template we can have custom SLAs, custom people attached, custom approvals if that's required. And as you can see, we have agreed for this change to start. Now if we go to the site changes requests here, I can see the site is now active. It's implementation pending, so we're waiting for the responsible person to be assigned and him accepting this change. So if we go to this, and we can see that there's assign a service. Now if we go to assign a service, here when it gets nicer, so I'm gonna select a technician, let's say Vincent, and I can select a specific cost center if that's something I would need. I can select something like South Africa. If there's a specific district, area, or site number. And for now, I'm just gonna select the regular one. And I can select the service. So in case we needed a special permit for this technician to go to perform his task, we can set a service, think a site access request, and it should collect now the information related, and we can click on this service. We continue forward, and here we can select which site. We can select the user he's gonna have. This information can be automatically generated. Let's say that's the card number, I don't know, and we can select his job card if that's required. I believe we can find the employee card here. All right, and we can have multiple display options. So if it's a scheduled maintenance, yes, select the change. In our case, it's the 084. All right, and if it's not a scheduled maintenance, we can specify the reason and put a description. So we made this an optional, and then the service delivery, it will say what is the location underneath this technician. and we can push forward, as well as we can have an approval for this service itself, which is also a good thing to have. But for the testing purposes, I'm just gonna keep it as a skip. And we assign a service for this technician. Now this will also trigger a workflow, and assuming now I am an end user, I'm the technician now. If I go to my self-service portal, I can see that there are a couple of site requests initiated on my behalf. So if I click on the latest one, which is the one we just assigned to this technician, we can see that it has been ordered, approved, provisioned, and it's waiting my access. And if I just click on this icon, I can see it's a site access request summary for this reason and that description. Of course, we left them empty, but we can fill in the technician with the information required. And as soon as I accept, it will give me a survey if everything was well, and I can accept it. Now I have this access on my account, which I can utilize within the site. Jumping back to the site, we can of course update the change request. So I'm a technician now, and I'm gonna do it from an admin point of view, and now I'm gonna do it from another point of view where the technician can handle this operation from his mobile phone. I can see the approvals, I can see if there are tasks, and I can assign the tasks to specific people. I can do time tracking, problem management. I can also request certain assets. So assuming I needed an antenna, I can simply select antenna, or let's say, I don't know what is available right at the moment. Let's say cable. Yep, we have copper cables. I can select that I need a cable for this change, and this will also can be subject under approvals. I can assign if I require any services, any additional users. I can have topics, conversations. I can assign new problems, etc. And whenever we're done, we can simply close this order, and we can specify what has been done, and this information can be allocated later on. As you can see, closing, it's completed, rejected, retracted. So it has all the available options. Of course, we can add on top of this additional information if required, and we can inform users that, okay, this has been successfully closed. And yeah, that's about the life cycle of the change. As well as from an admin point of view, we can see our SKUs, what is been assigned and what is the status of those SKUs. It's a very nice thing to have, is full visibility. So if I click on the sensors, I can see more information. Click on edit, I can see the type of this asset. I can see the stock management, depreciation period. I can assign certain tasks toward those. I can put journals, etc. So it's a very comprehensive approach. And last but not least, I can see my site assets on hand right now by status. So I can see the active ones, I can see that available on stock, and I can see which is unknown or decommissioned or not available or whatever the case. So I can see them, like in this case, this is discharged. And if I click on an asset and click on edit, I can see all the information I need, which means I can see the purchase information, the depreciation, what contract is it from, what is the cost center. I can set some reminders, okay, whenever I have low stock, please notify me. I can see if there's a comments. Let's say we got a batch of wireless devices and they're not performing well. So we can simply put this kind of information, and this will help us in the procurement process. So that's it from the admin point of view when it comes to the custom application we have built. Of course, out of the box, we have so many functionalities that covers assets information in depth, contract information in depth. So we're gonna jump in the next video from the technician side of view on the mobile application and how he can operate.